All right, we're in the media center here at the Chevron Championship, joined by Stacy Lewis, past champion of this event. Just talk a little bit about this event and maybe what that win for you a few years ago meant to you.
It's more than a few years, but I mean, for me, it was a springboard to my career. I mean, it was first win going up against Yanni. It kind of put me on the map, and it gave me that the confidence to compete out here. And but just to see the move, kind of evolving after the last couple years and what Chevron's done to elevate this event. We saw the purse today, and it's been really cool to see. And they're pushing the envelope with this tournament, and I like it. And they want to make it special for us. And last night was certainly a testament to that.
And talk a little bit to your resident of Texas. What's it like to have a major in your home state?
Well, this is hometown. This is not just home state. So this is as hometown as it gets for me. I know I have a lot of hometown tournaments, it seems like. But, the Woodlands is where I grew up. My parents still live in the same house that we lived in growing up. That's pretty close by. So it's really cool. I mean, it's something I never would have imagined as a kid. And, just to be able to bring this tournament here and see the Woodlands get on board, and for all the little girls growing up here to have this opportunity to come watch this tournament, that's what's the most special part to me.
And I'll open it up here. Mm-hmm. Anyone have Beth Ann?
Can you just give us your thoughts on what Nellie's doing right now and what impresses you the most?
Well, I'm not surprised. I will tell you that. It's very impressive. It's 4 very different golf courses. And the 3 weeks in a row, I think, was the most impressive because the amount of energy it takes to do that. I thought you would have maybe seen a little drop in play at the match play, just getting a little bit more tired. But the ball striking's always been so good for her. And short game gets a little better. The confidence to be in that position, I think that's what you're seeing more now. And that was why I put her in the spot that I did at Solheim, is because I felt like she could handle that moment. And, she had to learn. She had to learn how to handle it. So I'm not surprised. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time.
And how does the LPGA capitalize on her fine play? And the follow-up would be, what's Nellie's responsibility in that?
I think Nellie does have a responsibility, and she probably doesn't always want it, just knowing her. But she it's saying yes. It's continuing to play great golf, though, is number one. That's what helps our tour the most, is her playing great golf. So that's what I would tell her, is to remember that. But she also, I would say, to do as much extra stuff as you can for us. The tour, I mean, I think, we got to continue to push our TV partners to help us get more coverage. I was disappointed to not see that entire match on Sunday on TV. I just felt like, you're really probably looking at a Tucson 3 to 3.5 hours of golf, and I was really disappointed that we didn't get that entire match on TV. So those little things like that, we have to push. We have to push our partners to say, how can we make this happen? And it's getting creative. Maybe it's changing tee times, playing earlier, playing later, whatever it is. But, we got to figure out a way to be more visible.
Okay.
What's some of the extra stuff you would like to see Nellie do?
Well, I mean, every week she needs to be in here talking about it and talking about how good she's playing. And I don't know what that's going to be, what that looks like for her. And I've been in her shoes. I've been number 1 in the world. I've been the top American, and you're asked to do a lot of things. But, give the media a couple hours every week. That's what she's going to have to start doing. And but like I said, her playing great golf, that's what pushes us more forward than anything.
And to talk about the course itself, it underwent some renovations since the last Chevron. How is it playing differently in your eyes?
It's funny, if without knowing exactly what they did, you'd probably go out there and be like, it really doesn't look that different. But it's very subtle things, from on 18 here, that wall of the water being moved closer to the edge. So that bank is now, a few yards from the edge of the green versus, I think it's probably half now of what it was. So the water becomes more in play. Brought some bunkering in off of tees to kind of make some tee shots a little bit more challenging. The biggest challenge this year is going to be the firmness, and that's just new greens. Everybody's going to have to adjust. Our officials are going to adjust, just to help us out so it doesn't get goofy. But all in all, I like the changes. I think, it made some holes a little bit more difficult. So I think, and it's in great shape. I think it's very impressive how the greens have come out being brand new, and they're in great shape. So I'm looking forward to seeing it next year and how fast we can get these greens going next year.
And then Amy?
Stacy, what are you juggling right now with Solheim Cup? What's the latest?
Everything. We're working on the schedule of the week and some extra things I've got planned. We're done with all the soft good kind of clothes and all that junk is all done finally. Now we're starting to track players a little bit more and who's trending in which direction. But yeah, there's still lots of phone calls and lots of things happening.
Did you make any tweaks to what you were tracking and what you've been monitoring based on what you saw from the last Solheim Cup?
No, this process is going to be very similar. We learned a lot of, seeing who's trending in various directions so you can kind of predict who's going to start playing better. And it worked. So, the majority of what we did worked actually. So there's really not a whole lot of changes other than getting there. I'm making a couple of visits to RTJ over the next few months, I guess. And so just getting some information on the golf course and how the golf course is going to play and what type of player is going to play best on that course. And, that'll be kind of be the majority of our work for the next few months.
How closely are you looking at players this week and what they're doing, or is it still too early?
No, I'm always watching. I'm always watching. It doesn't matter what tournament it is. Major obviously is important just because of the amount of points that are available. But I'm always watching. I want to see how they're playing. Are we trending up? Are we trending down? How do they play in the big moments? How do they handle the pressure situations? Whether that's trying to make a cut or whether that's being near the lead. So I'm always watching. I thought it was pretty cool to see Angel come back in Vegas. Actually very impressive. She broke her ankle and came back and had a great week. So it's just little things like that. But I'm always watching.
Hi. For your future aspirations, what goals do you still have for your golfing career?
My golfing career, well, I'm on the latter half of my golfing career, I would say, but I would like to get myself in contention again and have another opportunity to win. I feel like I've got maybe one or two more in me, and I've been playing a lot better the last month or so. Been a lot more comfortable on the golf course, so I'm actually pretty excited with where my golf game is right now.
Okay, and beyond playing, are you interested in other roles within golf, such as coaching?
Goodness, I feel like I have 5 jobs already. I am honestly at the point in my career where it's not that you're thinking about what happens after, but I've been on the LPGA board and been involved in a lot of these tournaments that you start to think of what is next and what is possible. And right now it's getting through Solheim Cup and see what happens there. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what my life looks like post golf, and I have a feeling it'll be somewhere in the golf industry.
And to the left here?
As far as the course this week, Stacy, with how firm it is and the adjustments that have been made around the greens, in your preparation, are you working through different ball flights, any additional shots you're adding to your bag going into this week? Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it's really more strategic of, where are there some ridges that you can use to help the ball stop into greens. I think you're going to see people have to maybe play smarter into some holes and play away from some pins, depending on wind direction. Wind direction, though, to me is going to be the key to this golf course. Can you maybe work the ball? Can you cut it? Can you draw it into the wind to help it stop into the greens? So coming from what we were playing on in Shadow Creek was actually some pretty good preparations with the firmness. So I think you'll see most people manage it pretty well, but you will see some greens, if they get downwind and we get some wind going, they're going to be pretty tough to hold.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Stacy.
All right, thank you.
It.